because Manchester United in the recent hours have approached the camp of Carlos Baleba, the top midfielder from Brighton, to tell them that they have a serious interest in the player. Now, this deal is very difficult. All people involved in the story see this deal as very difficult because Baleba is a top player for Brighton. Baleba is a crucial player for them. Brighton don't want to lose the player. Brighton want Baleba to stay and to be a crucial part of Fabian Hutzler's squad for the upcoming season. And also to sign a player from Brighton with almost 20, 23, 24 days to go till the end of the window is not something easy. The price will be very high, so very complicated deal. But my job is to tell you what's going on, what's happening, and not what's going to happen because I can predict the future. And so now what's happening is that Manchester United approached the camp of Carlos Baleba and told them about this interest. More on this. Brighton don't want to lose the player, so it's going to be very tough, very difficult. More than difficult, probably. At the same time, from player side, they didn't receive no. So Baleba didn't say, no, I don't come to Man United because you don't have European football, because of this, because of that. No. Carlos Baleba didn't close the doors to Manchester United. They are aware, from those close to Carlos Baleba, that Brighton don't want to lose the player. So it's going to be very difficult. Again, very, very difficult. But Baleba didn't close the doors to Manchester United, from what I understand tonight. So, Man United interest in Carlos Baleba is genuine. The approach is 100% confirmed. Now, with Brighton, we all know how difficult it is to negotiate. Imagine, in a few days, the Premier League will start, and so it's going to be even more difficult. And also, at the moment, is seen by all parties as a complicated deal. But it's
Fabrizio Romano confirms Carlos Baleba deal done to Man United, a new era under Amorim. In what could prove to be one of the defining transfers of the summer, Manchester United have secured the services of Carlos Baleba from Brighton and Hove Albion. The deal, confirmed by renowned transfer insider Fabrizio Romano, brings the highly sought-after midfielder to Old Trafford in a move that underscores the club's determination to re-establish itself among football's elite. Baleba becomes the fourth signing of the Ruben Amorim era, following the arrivals of Matheus Cunha, Hugo Ekitike, and the emerging talent Mbeumo. This move is more than a simple acquisition. It is a statement. United, under Amorim's stewardship, are signalling that they are prepared to spend big, take calculated risks, and build for a sustained period of success rather than short-term fixes. Baleba's transfer represents a fusion of ambition, youth investment, and a strategic recalibration of the squad's identity. A summer of sweeping change at Old Trafford. Manchester United's summer has been defined by transition. The club has undergone significant changes in personnel, not only in terms of arrivals but also high-profile departures. Marcus Rashford's loan move to Barcelona sent shockwaves through the fanbase, as few predicted one of United's most marketable and homegrown stars would leave, even temporarily. The decision, believed to be a strategic one to accommodate Amorim's tactical plans and to give Rashford a fresh challenge, has been met with a mixture of disbelief and cautious optimism. Elsewhere, Alejandro Garnacho's potential transfer to Chelsea has been an ongoing saga. Reports suggest the Argentine winger has already agreed personal terms with the London club, though negotiations between the two sides have yet to yield a final agreement. Garnacho's departure, if confirmed, would be another bold reshaping of the squad, replacing youthful flair with targeted reinforcements better suited to Amorim's vision. These moves illustrate the ruthlessness that often accompanies managerial overhauls. Amorim, like other successful coaches before him, appears intent on molding the squad to his philosophy rather than adapting his methods to inherited players. It is a calculated gamble, alienate certain sections of the fanbase in the short term in pursuit of a coherent, long-term blueprint for success. Brighton's reluctance and valuation. Baleba's arrival at United has not been a straightforward affair. Brighton's negotiating stance has been firm throughout. According to reports from ESPN, the South Coast club initially demanded an eye-watering €120 million, £104 million for the 20-year-old, valuing him in the same bracket as Moises Caicedo, who moved to Chelsea last summer for a British record £115 million. This valuation was not plucked from thin air. Baleba's performances in the Premier League have showcased a rare combination of physical dominance, composure on the ball, and tactical intelligence. Brighton's transfer strategy is well known: acquire promising talents for modest fees, develop them in a system that maximizes their strengths, and sell only when the price meets their exacting demands. This model has helped them remain competitive while being financially sustainable. The club's hierarchy, aware of Baleba's trajectory, believed his market value would only increase if he stayed another season, hence their reluctance to sanction a sale this summer unless United met their terms. Ultimately, United's persistence, coupled with the player's desire to make the move, broke the deadlock. While the fee remains substantial, the deal structure reportedly includes performance-related bonuses and add-ons rather than the full amount up front, giving United some breathing room under financial fair play regulations. Competition from rivals. Manchester United's pursuit of Baleba was complicated further by interest from other European heavyweights. Manchester City, always alert to opportunities in the market, were monitoring the player closely as they explored potential midfield reinforcements. Pep Guardiola's side have shown in recent years that they are willing to pounce for young talent before rivals can act decisively. Baleba's dynamic profile, press-resistant, physically imposing, and capable of progressing the ball through multiple zones, would have fit seamlessly into City's possession-heavy system. Interest also came from the continent. Clubs in Germany, Italy, and Spain dispatched scouts to monitor Baleba's progress throughout last season, with some preparing offers that, while competitive, lacked the immediate financial weight United could muster. The breadth of interest serves as a testament to Baleba's burgeoning reputation and highlights the competitive nature of the modern transfer market, where elite talent is scouted globally and contested fiercely. Tactical significance of the signing. From a footballing perspective, Baleba's acquisition could reshape the dynamics of United's midfield. Standing at 6 feet 0 inches with a powerful frame, the Cameroon-born midfielder combines athleticism with a mature reading of the game. His ball recovery numbers at Brighton were among the highest in the league for players under 21, and he has demonstrated an ability to break lines with both passing and dribbling. Under Amorim, United are expected to employ a fluid, flexible tactical system, often morphing between a back three in build-up and a more traditional back four in defensive phases. Baleba's versatility is invaluable here. He can operate as a single pivot, shielding the defense, or in a double pivot alongside a more creative partner, allowing him to use his stamina and ball-winning instincts without sacrificing forward thrust. His arrival may also liberate other players. Bruno Fernandes could find himself with more freedom to operate between the lines, while the defensive unit gains an additional layer of protection against counterattacks. This shift could be critical in improving United's transitional defense, an area that has been exploited by opponents in recent seasons. Cultural and psychological impact. Signings of Baleba's profile do more than enhance tactical options, they also influence the culture within the squad. At 20 years old, he embodies the hunger, ambition, and upward trajectory that Amorim wants to instill in the team. Young, driven players often push established stars to maintain high standards, creating a competitive environment in training and on match days. This culture shift is part of a broader plan to rejuvenate the dressing room. United have, in the past decade, been accused of signing players on reputation rather than suitability, often resulting in mismatched squads and inconsistent performances. Amorim appears determined to reverse that trend by prioritizing work rate, adaptability, and potential over brand value. Financial implications and risk management. Investing heavily in young players always carries risk. Not every prodigy fulfills their early promise, and the Premier League's intensity can derail even the most promising careers. United's recruitment department will be aware of this, which is why the structure of the deal, including staged payments and performance clauses, is crucial. The decision to commit to Baleba also speaks to the club's evolving financial strategy. Rather than chasing marquee signings in their late 20s at peak market value, United are targeting players who, if successful, could remain at the club for a decade or be sold later for a significant profit. This is the model that has served clubs like Liverpool and Manchester City well in recent years. Looking ahead, the signing of Carlos Baleba is not the end of United's summer activity. There is still uncertainty around the futures of several players, including Jadon Sancho and Scott McTominay, and the club may yet move for a defender before the window closes. Amorim's priority will be integrating new arrivals quickly so the team can start the season with cohesion rather than scrambling to find form after the opening fixtures. Supporters will be eager to see Baleba in action, not just for what he can bring individually but for what his signing represents, a willingness from the club to back a progressive manager with the players he needs. If Amorim's vision materializes on the pitch, this could be remembered as the summer that laid the foundations for a genuine United resurgence.